Okay.
As a temperature unit, you don't want to use degree C, right? So you need to change it to degree Fahrenheit. And then again, same thing, right click.
Is that me?
Yes, Mr. Mark.
Okay.
All right, so we have given all the inputs. You can now click calculate, see what happens. No, sorry. We have not changed the fluid yet, right? So just click on the vessel. That is the tank. Vessel is down, right? You can see that fluid, it is still water. So,
Okay.
so if I click on this, okay, so there is a huge list of different fluids, right? So if I go for, say, butane,
a very strong. So, you know, I think that
yeah, if you go for butane, then it will be pure butane, right? If I go for propane, that will be pure propane. So there are some mix available, butane and propane, but those are not 50-50. Those have got some other combination, right? So we cannot use those. Meaning, we have to create our own mixture. So how to do that? We'll go to the database. So click on the fluids in database. So at the bottom, you can see there is new mix, add, delete. Click on new mix. New mix means new mixture. We'll call it as test C3, C4. No, C3, C4. C3 space C4.
Okay.
All right. Now you are in search bar. You can type butane. Butane.
Butane. Okay.
Then double click. Then type propane. Then double click. So I added two components, butane and propane. Okay. Now mixture type, it says mixture by weight, but we want mixture by mole.
No.
And what is the percent? 50, 50. All right, total is 100. Let others also complete this. Then we'll click OK.
Sorry. Yeah. What's happening?
Done?
It's hanging. The propane is not moving.
Propane is not moving.
I click OK and it's not working.
All right.
Surprise.
Just click here and here, then click OK. It should work.
I'm clicking. Okay. Maybe it's working now.
All right, then click again OK. Now you have created a mixture. Okay, 50-50 by mole. So you can now go to fluid and select this type T.
Yes.
Test C3, C4, click OK.
Mhm.
Then we are done. You can click calculate, see what happens. Click on calculate.
Ajay sir, the mix is not getting activated.
Mix is not getting activated.
Yeah, we are not able to. If you click it also, it is not.
Can you share your screen, sir?
Yes.
Did you click on new mix?
No.
You need to create.
No, I made that new mix. Butane C3, C4, right? Test C3, C4.
Where is it?
I've done it. I've done it and then came here.
No, where is it? It should be there in the same list. No? So just type T.
No, it's not there. Test
Yeah,
C3,
it is
C4.
All right. So when you said C3 test C3, C4, you need to add in this only. Right. So I'll just make it little bigger. All right. So we are here. And where is the mixture? I see what you have done. I'll just delete this. You clicked on add, sir. It should be new mix. So again type test C3, C4. Okay. All right. So this window should open. So here you
Okay.
can add the propane and butane.
Okay, that okay is missed.
Type propane. Then mixture by weight. It should be mixture by mole. 50-50. Now click OK. All right, again click OK. Mr. Mark, is it done?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think it's done.
All right. You can click on that vessel, then change the fluid from water to test C3, C4.
This one.
Type T. Test. Yeah. Click OK. Now we can click calculate.
Okay.
All right. So temperature unit, you don't want to keep it degree C. So we will change it to degree Fahrenheit.
Yes.
Because it will be easy to compare what is the temperature drop.
Right.
So inlet is 167 temperature, outlet is 154.
Outlet is 154.
So that is understandable.
True.
And if you remember example 1, so we are also getting P orifice, right? So it is also giving
Yeah.
same number. I checked in HYSYS the temperature drop. Okay, it is more or less matching. So we can trust this temperature out. So this was example 1, right? This was for critical flow, if you remember. Now for subcritical flow, we had some other input for outlet, PSV outlet, which was 55 psig. Remember example 2, 55 psig. So please change that input for the tank PSV outlet from 0 psig to 55 psig. And again run it. Calculate. Calculate.
I'm not able to see the calculate.
Really?
It's hidden. Okay.
I'll press that.
All right, so the P orifice will become now Q orifice, and the temperature from 167, the temperature drop will also be less because we are losing less pressure in this case.
Okay.
Yes.
In my case, it is still P orifice.
Did you click calculate?
Yes, sir.
Share your
You
screen.
calculate again. Press it again.
So let us take Mr. Mark advice, click calculate. Okay, didn't work. Static pressure 50 psig. Actually, this was 55 psig, not 50. Then calculate. All right. So
Yes.
this works. So the conclusion is fluid flow is it has gone one step ahead. This is now between hydraulic simulator and process simulator. See that? All right. So additional advantage to fluid flow software. Any query on this? I'm sharing my screen. Now, if you see the folder which I shared with you, in that we have got this fluid flow folder, right? So there is solved example from presentation, so that you already seen, and there is video and literature. Okay, so there are about 40 video files are there, short training videos are there. It's very good learning tool. Okay, please make use of that. And then there is one folder in that folder, that is fluid flow result verification. This is 75 pages file, PDF file, right? It has got about 40 different problems. In next 2 weeks time, while your license is still valid, so I would request you to go through all these problems, okay, and try to solve it. Like in this example, you have got something with known flow. So flow, if you see, it is 500 APM. And then there is one pipe, 3-inch, 1000 feet length, and then outlet is connected to a tank. So once you model this, put the information, then once you run it, you should get more or less same results what fluid flow has got, right? Then you need to compare that with the published data. If the difference between the published data and your results are not too great, meaning your simulation software is working just fine, then you can move to this some other example. Then you can go to little more complicated example, right? So that way, for all these modules, it has given several solved examples. So it is just a matter of time, how much time you can spend on learning the software, because more time you spend, better you become with the software. If you write this in your CV that you are expert in fluid flow software, you will get better standing in the job market, especially those who are looking for a job at entry level. And if you write some articles, okay, if you solve some real project problem, like the one which you have seen earlier today for the Borel problem which I said. So there I have put only 3 exchangers. You can increase that to 30 or maybe 40. Write a paper that you can assume some numbers, right? And prepare a simulation report, and you do the simulation and then the results. So in LinkedIn, you can share this, and it is very good opportunity for you to market your skills. So this way you get noticed, right? And you get noticed for the good reasons. And if you're connected to the concerned person, relevant people in big consultancies, if they got any job opportunity, they will think about you, right? And that will be because I always say that getting a good job is actually a 6 months project. You need to first build your network on LinkedIn. You need to send connection requests to the concerned people, okay, not the piping engineer or not the junior level process engineers, but the HODs or senior manager, GM, okay, DGM level people. And once you have got connected with these people, you need to share something good, like VBA, this Excel file you can share. Okay, anything which is related to some technical stuff, you can share that. You need to take part in the discussion. In LinkedIn, somebody is asking any question, you Google it, okay, and then prepare your answer, and then put it there. It doesn't have to be your own answer, but studied answer. This way, people get a feeling that this guy, okay, he knows his stuff. So again, whenever there is any vacancy in their company, they will think about you, right? So this is not a, like in a 1 week or 2 weeks time, you will get famous or your name will have some kind of value. It will take few months time at least, but it depends on how active you are on LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is very important tool these days. And whatever post you are doing on LinkedIn, please make sure that you tag me. I got something like 16,000 connections, right? So your post will get reach to 16,000 people. All right. So I don't mind if you tag me. I would actually encourage you to tag me, right? There is another folder here, Fluid Flow Homework Anil. So this is one of you guys who has completed the homework which I had given after the Fluid Flow, that free session I told, 3-hour session. So we don't usually give the certificate, participation certificate. We give expertise certificate. So once someone is called as expert, once that fellow has completed the homework, right? So Fluid Flow, that 75 pages document, it has got 40 example files. You complete those 40, you get the certificate of expertise in Fluid Flow. So simple deal. So same thing you can also do. These are the solved examples from those 75 pages document. I don't want you to just open it and see what has been done. The way you should use this folder is that you do it, you see what your answer is. If your answer is matching with the solved example, you don't have to look into these files. But you are getting huge difference, then that is when you can refer this file, right? Because if you first approach this, then you are not doing actually anything, right? Because looking at the problem, you will not be able to solve it. You have to do it yourself. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so this already you have got, it's available with you. All right, so Aspen Plus and Fluid Flow, those were the two main topics for today. For Aspen Plus, I forgot to tell you one thing. The video what you have seen, the professor has given, recorded that video. It's not more than 15 minutes, right? And in 15 minutes video, she has made 2 or 3 mistakes, major mistakes, which she has corrected. So there is a big lesson. She could have deleted this video and put a new video without any mistake, right? She could have done that, but she didn't do it. Okay, this gives a very big, important lesson. In simulation, especially, you are allowed to make mistakes. Okay, as long as you correct it before the document goes to the client, right? And same is applicable in life also. You are allowed to make mistakes, but please make sure that you correct it in time.